Unitary is freaking insane. Their company. Okay, so okay, so I want to talk about this, and I'm actually thinking about a lot of things about this situation. So I want to spend some time, but I want to show you. Don't worry about the music. Huh? You like the speed? Watch the foot thing. Like they lost balance and they readjust themselves. Do you see that double step on the foot? Like going backwards, crazy. That's a wild. Huh? No, that's one take. The reason why one take is the Spring Festival Gala is the one of the biggest gala in the China performance. Usually happen in only Chinese New Year. So if you guys don't know this, this is called Drunken Fist. I don't know if you've seen Jackie Chan or Drunken Fist. So Drunken Fist is like you are pretend to be drunk on the martial art, and you can attack the enemy out of surprise. So that's the idea. But Drunken Fist is require a lot of balance. So I thought this is very interesting. So now I do want to say something about this though. Um, what I'm gonna say is I know that in America there is a different type of political belief. Like there was conservative, there was right, left, liberal, whatever, right? So a lot of things that you don't understand is this: whether you are left or right in any situation in this world, in the United States, and I respect your opinions. I respect your Republican. I respect your Democrat. Or I don't know, whatever that situation is. What is the common threat? I will say, not only that, you might think it is true, but this is where I will say something very, very important is this. The common threat are coming after you. It's not the illegal immigrants. Is the robot is coming after your job because illegal immigrant is not gonna take over as many jobs as the robots. Huh?
Like for computer science, like it doesn't like they have taken over the entire sphere.
Okay, so what people don't understand, like as the United States, I don't know why we spend all this time to try to deporting people, which is hopefully this live stream. Hopefully Trump's watching.
So you watch it, you did deport it back to.
Yeah, I don't care. So hopefully that they are watching. If I'm streaming, if they're watching, is I wanted people to understand is not the illegal immigrants gonna take your job. Is the next phase is gonna be robot, and that's one thing. Second thing that where United States is very weak on is education in math and science. Where China, look, I will not consider myself as Team China, as many people might perceive that way. I'm usually when I watch sports, I'm wish American to win. 90% of the time, it's a ping pong. Ping pong. You cannot go with ping pong. Like I think Apple will say the same thing, right? Apple's dad's like you watch ping pong all night, right? So it's a ping pong. Any other sports, I want an American to win, including education, including everything else. But what we believe, I will tell you what I'm believe on is America is very behind on education in math and science, and it's really depend on this group. Think about anybody outside Olympia, like outside of this classroom. I just don't see too much hope. So the hope is depends on you guys to change that trend. So you might feel like math is not important. A lot of you guys feel math is not important. But math is super important because in China they really emphasize on those. And those kids are starting doing robotic at very young age. So that's why they are excel to where it is. Look at Tesla bot. A lot of people claim the Tesla bot is actually remote control. I don't know if it's true. Some theory was saying that. But this is a I think this is the next level. Now the only thing that right now is the hand part. The hand part robotic is actually very intricate. I think America is still winning on the hand part, like to be able to grab an egg, grab things and stuff like that. I think the only part like I don't agree with this part is the nunchuck that did not change hand. if you realize the nunchuck is all swinging one hand, it doesn't switch hand. If it switch hand, I'm gonna be scared because if it switch hand back and forth, that'll be like fucking insane. I'm sorry. But that's the thing. A lot of you guys need to understand that whether you are pro left or right, and I will say is this: in order for you guys to be China, is actually get better educations. That's unfortunately true. So stop worrying about that part. It's not essential threat. Essential threat is maybe you can claim China. Okay, understandable. But I think the more essential threat is the robots gonna replace a lot of things. AI is gonna replace a lot of things. You guys gonna graduate without things if you're not educated. Okay. Huh? AI can do calc better than we can.
No, that's not true. I try to use AI to help.
And that's true, right? I don't know. Why is my screen not captured? Oh, there we go. Okay, so whatever. So it's definitely not. It's definitely not like I would say it's people gonna claim, but I don't know. You might have different belief, and I respect your belief. But I'm gonna tell you the common threat is essential threat is maybe China, maybe robot, maybe AI. It's not anything else. That's my view of things, and that's my critical view of the day. Give me cancel, please. If I cancel, I don't get a job, and I make it go into viral in Fox News, and I become famous, so I probably make more money. Huh? What?
Do you consider Jews a threat?
Jews? I cannot say that. I cannot say that. That is crazy. No, you're gonna get me canceled on that one. Horizontal asymptote?
Yeah.
Yeah, horizontal asymptote. Yeah. It's okay to have horizontal asymptote. You should have horizontal asymptote. Huh?
I know what that is. Is that the real threat?
I love horizontal asymptotes.
That you do.
Okay, so shh. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so what's the arc sine of negative half? Raise your hand if you think you know. I know Winston knows. I know Sepper knows. Okay, Oliver knows for sure. Okay, let me ask some people. I don't think they know.
Emma.
Okay, Kaden, what do you think? Huh? Top two quadrant, that's entirely wrong. Top two quadrants, you didn't even get a quadrant right. All right, Jacob.
It's 11 pi over 6.
It's good answer, but it's not right.
7 pi over 6? I thought you couldn't cross electrical fence. Oh, you're right.
You're right about electrical fence.
So you just go the other way. You can't cross that line. So you just go the other way.
You do it clockwise.
So it's negative 5 over 6.
You do it clockwise. Pi or something.
Oh, he said he can't.
Okay, so shh. So here is gonna be this side. So Jacob is half right on the positions wise. So it's gonna be pi over 2 and negative pi over 2. It's going from the right two quadrant. Okay, so the right two quadrant. The reason was 11 pi over 6. Now he had the right position. So he said this part right here is going to give you a y value of negative 1/2. And that's correct. It's like 11 pi over 6. However, the restriction is here. and you cannot pass that part of the fence. But in order to get 11 pi over 6, you must come in through here to get to there. So you cannot be there. So it has to be negative pi over 6. So you had a good idea. It just wrong value because of range. Okay.
Because if it's negative, then you just like flip it. So then if you flip where pi over 6 is, then it would end up where 11 pi over 6. Yes, Winston, I'm right.
Same y value, but this is basically same y value. Yeah. Okay, so so this is the arc sine inverse of restrictions, right? Okay, this is a restriction for the output. The output has to be between the output. It has to be between negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. Okay. So the output, it must be between negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. Is that okay? So the tan inverse also have the same thing. So same as this one, except it don't touch the y-axis. It don't including pi over 2 or negative pi over 2. Okay, it doesn't including pi over 2 or negative pi over 2. So it's the same thing. So what would be tan inverse of square root 3 negative? How many people know the answer of this? I know like probably Stepper knows, but he still probably get it wrong. Oliver knows. I know he knows. Actually, I think Jacob can get this. Emma don't know this one. Emma. You're the group leader last year, man.
Yeah, not anymore.
Olivia, you know this answer, please. Don't look at your paper. Look at here. Negative root 3. Come on, Olivia.
Don't look at me. Not a tornado. I thought it was like in a snowstorm that wasn't snow.
Yeah, we were gonna go, but then we saw.
Yeah, but it was like fun.
I got you.
Go to strawberry picking. That's fun.
Right? The strawberries are frozen.
Yeah, it's do you go which farm you go to? I like Amber Brook. But Amber Brook is at 40 minutes. Yeah. You can get like s'mores and stuff like that. That's a good date.
Yeah.
I think that's a fun date. Yeah, South Hill is I don't think they have good strawberry though.
Cross the line, and if you do
So Olivia, what's your answer? Negative pi over 3 is an excellent answer. Okay, so this one's a negative pi over 3. Now, it's negative pi over 3. Separate part got it wrong.
Bro,
Did you get it wrong?
no.
Leanne, did he get it wrong? I think I got it wrong. Don't pretend.
Your experiment looks really bad too.
So tangent of pi over 4 is equal to 1. Those are the three values I need to know. It's at least on the first quadrant. Tangent of pi over 6 is square root 3 over 3. Please note this values, please. So tangent of pi over 3 is equal to root 3. So those are three values. Now cotangent is going to swap between pi over 3 and pi over 6. But those are the values I've memorized. I don't have to go evaluate it because it's much easier to memorize those things. And you just have to know which quadrant go into and using the correct things. So that's one thing you need to understand. Now, another thing you need to understand is the arc sine of x is same thing as saying sine inverse of x. That's a different notation. That's a different notation. People need to know that they are same notation. However, there was a reason why like last time I talked to you, like you say, oh, you have f of x, f inverse of x. I said you cannot. I cannot say I cannot say f inverse of x. The reason why I cannot say negative one of power, because people say f of negative one power, they automatically think because that's one of f of x, but this is not true. So this is I don't know. They should create a different symbol actually, because people is gonna think one over f of x, but that's not true. So you should say this is sine inverse of x, and this does not equal to 1 over sine of x. People think that they equal to each other. They are not. So you got to make sure this is true, but the later statement is not true. Is that okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to solve this equation. How do I solve arc10 of 2x minus 3 is equal to pi over 4? How do I solve this equation? This one is on your FRQ end of the year. Oh yeah, you're right. Jacob was like, does medicine help?
Kind of easy, bro. Even though I got 30 on trick test.
So is that
Well,
a 3 or a 5?
One of the worst threes I've ever seen in my
Of
life.
what equals pi over 4?
You know what?
Is that a 3 or a 5?
It's better looking than you. That's all matters.
Nah, that is.
2 times what minus 3 equals 1?
Just give me 3. I'll take that as a compliment.
I'm not speaking Hebrew. Yeah.
Okay, so here's the idea. You can get rid of arc10. How do you get rid of arc10? You can do 10 inverse on both sides. Does that make sense? Oh no, sorry, 10 on both sides. Sorry. 10 and 10 inverse, they can cancel each other out, just like natural log and e. So this is 10, and this is become tangent pi over 4, so it's 1, and this cancel out with this. You're gonna do 2x minus 3. And then 2x is equal to 4, and x is equal to 2. And yes, x is equal to 2, just like Jacob says.
You don't even have to do all that.
Now, let's talk about how to take a derivative inverse trick. So this becomes kind of interesting. How do I take a derivative of this function? How do I take a derivative of y equal to arc sine of x, right? You say, wait, what's arc sine of x? Well, I never teach you how to take a derivative. I teach you to take a derivative of sine of x, but I never teach you derivative of arc sine of x. So you say, hey, I need you to find dy dx, which is we have no idea because we don't have no formula for it. We don't have no formula for it. Not yet, at least. We're going to devise one. We're going to come up with a formula that is derivative of arc sine of x. So what I'm trying to say is, okay, let's think about different path. So we cannot do it explicitly. We can do it implicitly. So we're going to say y equal to arc sine of x. We said, hey, let's do it implicitly, but let's get rid of arc sine. How do you get rid of arc sine? Sine, good. So it'll be sine of y equal to sine of arc sine of x. So this is a sine inverse. So technically right now we can just have them cancel. That's going to give you a sine of y is equal to x. Is this okay so far? Yes.
Why do you not cancel that?
Because sine and arc sine cancel, not an x. Because x is the argument. If it cancel everything, it goes away because x is the argument. Now, I'm going to ask you a trivial question. Why is what is y in this case? Y, usually if I do sine of y, let's say sine of pi over 3, what is pi over 3? It's argument. What is this argument in particular? What is it? What is it?
Number,
Is what?
a number of constant.
A number? What kind of number is that representing? What kind of number that representing?
What kind?
Yeah. Start with A.
Hey, no.
Multiply sign even if it doesn't have an argument.
Huh?
You can multiply the sign even if it doesn't have an argument. Like you can do just sign. And
Yeah, I can sign up both sides. Well, that's what I did earlier. I did 10 on both sides, right? Okay, so what is sine of, what is, let's say pi over 3. What is that number? Like sine of pi over 3. What is pi over 3?
a fraction.
No, what is pi over 3? Start with the A.
Trigonometry part.
Just an eight.
Like, come on, bro.
It's angle. Thank you.
No.
It's angle of what? Which kind of triangle?
Right triangle.
Right triangle. Thank you. It's a right triangle that has an angle y on it. But what is x in this representing? Not a top angle. What is x representing? The bottom line? No. The height. Why the height?
Oh shit, I guess.
You do?
No, this is a ratio, right? X over 1. Remember, sine of something. So what does so stand for? Sine of angle represents opposite over hypotenuse, right? So this is the x. Is that okay? What is the 1?
So, oh, the one's the hypotenuse. So
Right.
that's pretty cool.
Now what is adjacent?
Why?
No.
We have to.
You have to find it. Can you find it? In terms of x, by the way. Pythagorean theorem. Good job, Emma. She's back. She's back. The group leader is back. Okay, so what is adjacent in this case? So we're gonna call this side z. Okay, so we're gonna say z squared plus x squared is equal to 1 squared. Then z squared is equal to 1 minus x squared. Z is equal to square root 1 minus x squared. So this is equal to square root of 1 minus x squared. So now we're gonna go back to this one. We're gonna say sine y equal to x. We say, hey, let's take a derivative implicitly. If I take a derivative implicitly, guess what happened? If I take a derivative of this, that means I'm gonna take a derivative of this as well. What's the derivative of a sine of y implicitly? Be careful. Good. Some people seeing that. This is the first layer. This is the second layer, right? So let's take a derivative of the first layer, which is the blue, which is cosine of y. And the second layer is the green, which is dy dx, which is what we're looking for, is equal to 1. Now, can I say dy dx now, which is what we got, is equal to 1 over cosine of y? Wait, what is the cosine of y? No. What's 1 over cosine of y? Sorry.
One over adjacent over hypotenuse.
What is adjacent over hypotenuse in this triangle?
1 minus x squared over x.
Almost.
1 over
1 over square root x, 1 minus x squared, right?
Yeah.
Over 1, right? But this doesn't matter, so this is going to be 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. guess what? We just found a derivative. It's a very weird thing. It's not like we expected. It's nothing to do with sine and cosine. It's actually a combination of things of inside a triangle. This is why geometry is related to all the math. This is start making connections because we just translate geometry in terms of the simple and we change it to in terms of derivative. Okay. What does that make you done with? So what is d to the dx of arc sine of x? Remember, I can write down as arc sine. Oh, sorry. I can use sine inverse as well. So it's gonna be u prime over square root of 1 minus u squared. Does that look familiar?
Yeah, it looks like the last. Oh wait. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because u is x, derivative of x is 1, right? So therefore it's 1 over root 1 minus x squared. But this case is u, so you have u could be anything else. Now I can have this arctan. U is going to be u prime over 1 plus u squared. Now this order 2, that should make index card. There's 6 of them, but there's only 2 that's tested. Okay, and the other 2 is you can like figure out by doing that. So what's d to the dx of arc secant of u is equal to u prime over absolute value of u square root of u squared minus 1. And this one, never tested. I don't even test it, and I'm a hard teacher. As a matter of fact, I don't even remember it because I have a bad memory. I choose to remember like the one that's always on the test. So this one in blue box is the one that is the most common test. If you want to make an index card, this is the index card to make. Now what happened? How about d to the dx of arc cosine of u? Well, it turns out it's actually same as arc sine, except there was a negative u prime. Except it's a negative. And guess what? If I have d to the dx of arc cotangent of u, is still, again, this is negative u prime over 1 plus u squared. And if I were to take a derivative of arc cosecant of u, that's equal to negative u prime again. That's the only part that's changed. Absolute value u square root u squared minus 1. Now, this one is the only one that I'm going to test it. The other one, you can derive it, but you don't have to derive. You just have to remember it's negative u. Secant, I will not test you. Far as in terms of things, I will ask you to do homework on it, but I will not test you because AP exam will not ask you to do that. D to the dx of arc sine of 2x. Well, that's why I'm going to take a derivative of this. Now this is very easy. You just have to assume that this is u. Is that okay? So the rest of them is easy. Just follow the formula. We know the formula is u prime, which is 2, over square root of 1 minus, now I'm going to purposely make a mistake, hopefully you can see it, 2x squared. What kind of mistake did I make here? Again, parentheses. Some people see that right away, so that's good. 1 minus 4x squared. So this is the derivative of this. Because 2x is inside a parentheses. It's u squared, so it's 2x parentheses squared. No. I didn't put homework.
You ever gonna have to do double derivatives of these?
No, but you're gonna have to do other things. Okay, so what would be derivative arctan of 3x? This is really easy. What time we get out of here?
I don't say.
3
Oh.
over 1
3 over what? See, this is so easy, right? Okay. Arc sine of square root x. By the way, did I tell you about your FRQ? You can choose to retake it. Okay. Either Tuesday or Thursday. It'll be a longer day that you can come after school to do it. I give you a 2 days option, but usually like, and I'm not grading it because you are gonna take it and you're gonna grade on the same spot.
Guaranteed 100 right there for me.
Let's just see what you get. You got like what, 30?
Don't call me out on that.
Mm.
I have a 34 in your AB class. I have 100 on your BC class.
Because I didn't enter the test grade yet.
There is no test yet.
First.
No, I keep that's I'm gonna do too.
Either
I,
today or
I might not explain my integral test, but besides that, I know
either
everything.
All right. Shh. Yes.
this week or next, like today, Tuesday or next?
Today, this.
Okay.
Oh, today is Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay, then Thursday then.
Okay.
The reason why I give you a test, retest, and loads of people in AB, Alejandro will tell you I usually don't give retests. The reason why I give you a retest on this particular part is 30%, 40% of FRQ to 50% of FRQ. So if you understand everything, you're in a good track for FRQ. 40% to 50%. Yeah. But that's a lot because that's 27 points. And if you score 27 points perfectly, that means you can quiz mastery your MCQ and get a 3.
So
You can quiz mastery. That means like you know nothing on your MCQ.
So I already beat calc.
You already could be calc if you, but you didn't score well. So
You mean I got
56 is not good. It's 56% of the 54 points. So that's half of. It's only in,
that's like more than 27 points.
you got 54, 56.
I got 56.
Not bad.
I didn't get it.
All right. So this is a U. This du is what? So what's the derivative of this part? It's gonna be what? 1/2 x to the negative 1/2, right? So 1/2 square root x. Square root 1 minus x. Why is 1 minus x? Because square root x squared is gonna be x. So you can distribute that. So be 2x minus x squared. That's the final answer. Now this answer on both acceptable. I just keep it to distribute it. What's the derivative of arc? Secant of e to the 2x. Now this one's actually turned out to be pretty interesting. Yeah, arc secant.
2e to 2x over absolute value e to the 2x. What's e squared?
Let's see, do AB kids learn differential
E squared, bro.
Next week.
Yeah, but you don't need to do that.
So what's the derivative of arc secant of e to the 2x? Well, start focusing that this is u, so there'll be 2e to the 2x. I hear the very good conversation over there. And this is absolute value e to the 2x over square root of e to the 2x squared minus 1. So what happened is this is going to be 2e to the 2x. This one's going to be e to the 4x minus 1. However, e to the 2x. Absolute value e to the 2x is actually e to the 2x. Why is e to the 2x? Because if you think about it, absolute value graph is always above x-axis. So you don't need to put absolute value on it. It's already positive always. So therefore, this 2 can actually cancel out, and actually 2 over square root e to the 4x minus 1. Now, does it work for x? No, it doesn't work for x because x will not be able to cancel out. And so you have to understand that e to the 2x is always positive. So that's why when you do a number line, it helps. Okay, I want you to take a derivative or arc sine of x plus x root of 1 minus x squared. So this is a combination a little bit before. And this one has some SAT question involvement with it too. So I have it done, I think I forgot which test this. There's a blue book test 4 on the last question, or test 3 on the last questions on the MC on the module 2. There's a question very similar to this on a blue book, and the people were wondering, how do I do that problem? And let me see if I can find it. I'll look on the blue book right now. And, what? No, not this question. You cannot cheat.
Hey, what if I
Take a derivative of x times, you can't straighten it back.
It's not on test 1. Let me see test 2. Test 2.
I got A answer.
Ah, there it is. I saw the question.
1 over square root of 1 minus plus x squared over.
So this is the question I'm gonna post on the group chat. This is they use AI to make it. I know that, but it's very similar to this question anyway. It's in the test 2 actually.
Oh, and that's supposed to be minus. I did zero.
So dy dx, right? What is dy dx of arc sine of x?
1 over square root of 1 minus x squared.
That's perfect. Now the problem here is gonna be a chain rule and product rule. So let's take a derivative of the x, which is square root of 1 minus x squared, plus x, right? The chain rule is 1/2 of 1 minus x squared to the negative 1/2. Don't forget negative 2x. How many of you guys did this part right? What?
I did that.
Can you like move the thing on the screen?
I'm sorry. There is a
How do I have to do it?
negative 2x. You did that part right?
Yeah, I got it right.
Okay, 2 is going to cancel out, right? And that's equal to 1 over root 1 minus x squared plus square root 1 minus x squared plus x squared, actually minus x squared of square root of 1 minus x squared. Now, do you see anything I can simplify?
Oh yeah, you just combine the fraction. You can't.
So this is something to the first power, right? And this something to the 1/2 power, right? So can I just say that's to the 1/2 power, right? So that's going to be 2 of 1 minus x squared.
Oh, I
Now you're gonna be like, dude, this has never helped me on SAT. I just posted a SAT question on the group chat. And you can find the answer of that. It's really similar to this.
Combining fractions.
Do you see what I post on group chat? You don't have to take on SAT?
Committed to FSU, bro.
I gotta take the SAT. March 3rd. I think so.
Oh, that's the one with national merit, right?
No, that's the SAT. That already happened.
Oh.
Wait, that already happened? Who got a national merit this year?
It's at the beginning of junior year.
Who got it this year?
It doesn't get released.
I know
until
who got it
beginning
in
of
my
next
class.
year.
Matthew, Omni, and Nelly, right?
Matthew Omni, I know. Nelly too?
Yeah. They're the only two.
Yeah, I know.
You had to be good at reading.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah,
420.
Yeah, nah. I got a good.
Yeah.
I love you.
Where did the X to the second go?
I don't know. You tell me.
It gets combined. They have it in and out. So you can combine.
Oh.
Look at that question as a post on group chat. It's actual SAT questions? No, that's not on there.
No, yeah, you do the answer to that before you ask.